Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Aqli. I am from English Education Study Program, Class 5B. Today, I would like to give my overview of an article journal and my critical thoughts about it. But before that, uh, I would like to give some information about the article that I read. Name of the article that I read is Internationalization and English as a Medium of Instruction in Mongolian Higher Education, a New Concept. It is written by Saint Bayar Gun Sambu. Yes, Saint Bayar Gun Sambu. Published on National Research University Higher School of Economics, uh, Journal of Language and Education on the 13th of June 2019. Alright, not further ado, let us discuss what I get from the article. So, um, the article is mainly discussed about the current process of internationalization at Mongolian universities and the use of EMI in higher education. If you don't know what internationalization, one of the expert argues in the article said internationalization uh, fro- uh, is how to improve national higher education institution to international higher education institution through management of quality of learning and teaching uh, to get the desired competencies. So the internationalization in academic, to be specific, is the the improvement of national to international higher education institution through the management of its quality in teaching and learning. And others experts argue that internationalization is the process of implementing um, not implementing or integrating intercultural intercultural or globalization or global dimension in the purpose of the education. And then there are four most major things to think about internationalization or the rationalists or the rationalists. It is academic, social or culture, political and economic. That's the four major thing to or the rationalists. And then there is the internalization that I get, the the definition or even the the knowledge that I get about internationalization in the article. And then we go to EMI or English as medium of instruction. So if you don't know what is EMI, it is when you use English in a classroom that is not English education based or English based. Uh, an example, we teach mathematics or biology using English or using a textbooks that is written in English language, that is EMI, English as medium of instruction. Why we do that? To improve our students English so that they can understand English, because in Mongolia there are drop in academic. There is a drop out in academic. What do I say? How do I say it? In 2016, the online papers of Mongolian scholars is rise up to 300 and plus, but in 2017 it dropped to 215, uh, more or less. So that's why they want to use EMI, so to improve their scholars um, academic, because there are many textbooks and sorts that use English as the language. And then the uh, the most, I cannot say riskful, the Mongolian in 2010 merged 42 of their university into only 16. Yes, only 16 from 42 universities merged into 16. That is how uh, determined there to improve their young youngsters, young learners abilities. A few decades ago, English in Mongolian is not considered as second language, but now it is considered as second language. As this is article is from 2019, so the few decades is around 1999. Okay. What else can I discuss with you about this? Okay. Oh yes, the questions that given in this study is, what are the factors driving Mongolian higher education to pursue internationalization and English medium instruction? And the second is, how do the faculty members interpreting the rationals? Okay, that is the two question given in this paper. Okay, I think that is the things that I can explain to you about this article, and then it is come to my critical thoughts. In my opinion, this article is really good. It is give me new insight that if the Mongolian can do this, can uh, do this much improvement for the for their scholars, for their learners, then I think Indonesian could do this too. To use EMI in a classroom that is not English based, not English education, not English language class. Why we have to do this? My teacher once said that today uh, English language is really needed for learners, not only learners but people in Indonesian, because this is the era of globalization where English language is considered as the global language. Because of that, we needed to know, to learn, to master English language. So I think using EMI in a classroom is needed for us. But I cannot say that right now it could be done. Why? Because you know that there's many school that's in suburb era. There's a place where the technology, the people are not really knowledgeable. Because of that, I think using EMI is only could be done in a city or a village that are more technological and more understand about modernization or globalization. And about others, I think that Indonesia have to be like Mongolia to improve their academic. There's a riskful that there's riskful plan that not riskful step of Mongolian to merge their 42 universities, national universities, into only 16. I'm not saying that Indonesian have to do that too, but I'm saying that Indonesian have to improve their universities, their academic, so that they can stand up with Mongolian, with other nations. For the critical thoughts that this may be the critical thoughts that I think about when I read this. Okay, now the critical thoughts about this article. This article is give me new insight. It's a good article, but it is too long. It is much more too long. There are many things that I think that it's not needed, like uh, the history of why history of Mongol higher education, or the some of the things that are needed in this. And there's the introduction. it's it's like it's not it's don't have introduction. It's just only to the point, to the first point, then the second point, then to the literature review. I think it is the introduction, but I don't know, because it's not called introduction. So I think it's I have to revise the introduction and then the point. uh, but I think that is a good article. It is uh, one of the best article that read so far. It is an international article there, so yeah, it's a great article about this uh, article. Again, if I have to give my critical thoughts, not only it is too long and there's no introduction. It have introduction, but it's not. But the explanation is to not to the point. No, no, I don't think it's not to the point, but it is much to have too many uh, explanation about many things. Okay, I think that's it's about what I can explain and give my opinion about this article. Uh, to conclude, this article is mainly about the process of internationalization of Mongolian higher education and the use of EMI. Yeah, and my thoughts about this, I think Indonesian have to use EMI, and it is a really good article, but it is too much long. It is a little bit willy dilly, we have to say, and the structure it is it is needed introduction in the first, not just only to the point and the steps, and then no introduction. I think it's needed introduction. And it is a really, once again, it's a really good article. And I think I lost of words. I have no words anymore to express what I want to say. So I would like to end this. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for watching this video. And I hope what I give my opinion and what I give to you is uh, you can get benefit from it. Thank you so much for your time. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.